Okay, good morning. Hello. Hello, Jennifer Lim. Welcome to this space. Oh my God, I'm super honored with you because I have been in so many places that you have invite me before in your talks and conversations, and now with this new space at ATMA con Beatriz. I didn't wanted to change the name in English, but the ATMA con Beatriz means Atma, it's soul in Sanskrit, and Atma also means learning to transform our world in alternatives. Con Beatriz with me. Con with. So this is Jennifer Lim, and we have played so many roles in our relationship since we met. But today I want you to introduce yourself. First of all, who is Jennifer Lim for Jennifer Lim?
Wow, this is a very interesting question. So Jennifer Lim wears many hats. I guess from the posters, I guess people probably can see that I'm an author. I must first apologize because of pandemic. You haven't got a book, so
It's
this
okay.
is looking forward to.
I will. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in Singapore.
Come, right?
Yeah, I know. I will go to Singapore, I think, on May, if everything it's possible. Because if as a foreigner, if I go to Singapore before, I will need to be 14 days in a hotel, and then it's like no way, right? So we are doing the conference online. So this time in December it's gonna be online. So hopefully by May everything will be all right, and I will be able to go back to Singapore for teaching, and I will meet you. But please continue with your introduction. Who's Jennifer Lim? And then we talk.
All right. So, as mentioned, Jennifer Lim wears many hats. As of now, currently, I do I'm under a contract work with SkillsFuture Singapore, which I advocate Singaporeans on how to use their SkillsFuture credit. For the foreigners that's watching this, Singapore is a very small country, and because we are a very small country, we are very focused on education. We are very focused on skills, on upgrading, and especially in this pandemic season, we have Singapore has pumped in a lot of money to sort of support the Singaporeans to upgrade their skills, to bring them from where they are to a different level. So this is the current contract work that I have, and of course, I also have my company named Thy Dreams Matters Private Limited, where
wait, what is the title of the company? Tell me slowly.
Which is the same title of my book.
Okay.
Thy Dreams Matters.
That name, yeah, for the people that don't know you and don't speak Singaporean English, so you are going fast.
So I must show the word.
Good. Thank you very much.
Dreams Matters.
Thank you.
So round. I go so near, right? I was like, oh, so near.
It's okay.
So coming December, 1st December, the company is turning 3. I think it's a very significant milestone for myself and for the company. I have many companies in the past. I started entrepreneurship since I was 21, and this was one of the companies that I think has it sort of it started after I overcome a very painful grief period. I think a little bit of stories on why I even started writing my book. On like Beatriz was asking me what is the meaning of die. Actually, die in old English words means yours. Basically, I advocate on your dreams matters. I advocate on your dreams matters because when you allow yourself to dream and you fulfill that dreams of yours, you create a space and an environment for other people to do so. And with that, I believe I could possibly change the world. But of course, when you say about dreams, it's not just about, okay, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to own a Ferrari car, or, this kind of fancy stuff, but really dreams that really matters to you. Like for now, my current dreams at this point in time, I got married right before pandemic, sometime in March. And then Singapore has this lockdown period in April. And then I got sort of locked down, and then I moved in right together with my husband, just got married. And the dreams right now that I have is just to get pregnant, right? But is it a very big dream, small dreams? I mean, who the best person to measure that is actually you, or in fact now I, right? I don't know. I mean, this is just an example to share with the audience. I don't know whether I have said enough of who Jennifer Lim
No,
is.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I
To
mean, a
work.
professional coach, professional trainer. I do a
Yeah.
lot of kind of work. Yeah, so
Yeah, you're from Singapore.
from Singapore. Yeah.
Yeah, you have your parents are from Singapore, or they are Chinese came to Singapore, or your
My
grandparents were.
parents are Singapore. My parents are Singaporean. Yeah,
Your parents are Singaporeans, born in
yeah,
Singapore,
my grandma is from China.
from
My
China.
grandma and grandpa are from China.
Yeah, and she knows how to speak Mandarin. When I went the first time to Singapore, went to Asia, and I started saying, "Oh, people speak Chinese," and they were like, "No, no, no, no. Chinese is not a language. Chinese is the language is Mandarin. You have to say Mandarin." And I was like, "Okay, sorry."
Yes.
Right?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, very beautiful. I mean, I met this lady called Jennifer Lim in
Cry in
2012.
this sessions,
No, it's not a coaching session. Once again, let me tell you. I mean, I want to share how I met you, because after we became friends. I mean, we have become friends, close friends, all these years. But we met the first time we saw each other. It was 2013, maybe 2013, 2014. Let's say. I don't know, but
I mean, maybe I do. Well, let me check.
maybe you have
Yeah,
it.
continue.
Yeah.
You continue to talk.
So,
you continue to talk. Yeah.
I think it was 2000. The first time we met, it was when you were doing your Newfield program, because I went to Singapore once before, but I don't think we met. I did a workshop in Hong Kong, in Jakarta, and also in Singapore, and you were not there. So, but I met you when you were in your coaching journey, and I had primal dance that day.
Yeah.
And Jennifer was one of the girls that said, "I will never do this again." No? And I was like, okay. And the thing is that she has been in most of the primal dances I have facilitated since then. And it has been very different every time. But we are not going to talk about primal dance. It's just that how, like, like how many times also that we assess or judge something from our first experience, and then the second experience is different and can help us for something. So it's very beautiful, and I do really appreciate it. You know how important is for me our relationship, our friendship, and we have shared many conversations in different scenarios around Singapore, having dinner, having lunch, having beer, having coffee, different momentums, and laksa, very important laksa, with different people around. And I have seen how you have moved also to do your dream, to get your dream come true, and part of how this thing that you are sharing now through your book. I have been in one of the presentations of the book, and how important for you to speak up loud to the world that is possible, and how you also have been doing different things in different companies, and all the time with the idea that I will get it. And sometimes like, no, I'm not gonna, but I will get it. And you go back. So I do really love to see how you go for the things that are important for you, and how you pursue that with your happiness and enthusiasm and the personality that you have. And it's like every single human being that we have different moments during the day, different emotions, and we embrace different things. And it's not that because we are super happy, we are happy all the time. No, but your mood, it's enthusiasm. And I do really like to see that. And I enjoy very much when I'm in Singapore to have conversations with you and go to the museums and different things, different plans that we have. So thank you for that. So I met Jennifer a long time ago. She's very young, but she was much younger. She was one of the youngest.
Much younger.
Much.
I I guess it was interesting that you were saying about my mood was enthusiasm. I since we are on this thing, right? I just wanted. I mean, I have some idea on what things I would say in this show, like some key points, because I'm a Singaporean. And I had something on my mind that I think is of value to the audience that is watching this. I think what's important is adding values to each other, like you and me, like how you have given me your time and how you are always there for me in a sense. So Beatriz is actually my coach. Yeah, for people out there, if you're looking for a coach, Beatriz is the one to go, especially if you are looking for alternative kind of I would call her alternative kind of coach, where she does also a lot of things, and you never know what kind of things she can do for you, and she's just an amazing woman. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to talk about this word happiness, because I'm going to launch this very soon, and I would, since I'm on this show, I must have, and then since you tee it up so much, then you know I'm always someone that I just go for it, and I don't know, I just do it, right? So at this point, I also don't know. I just know that I want to do this. I don't have a particular structured or what they call the business model on how this is going to make money and stuff like that. I don't have those answers at this point in time, but I just know that I want to do this. I'm going to start something called the Happy Project. I am going to show you a preview of the logo, which I just got it today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, so I think I'm also, I mean, I have a lot of questions, of course, whether, you know, I should do this, you know, as usual, me being me, right? I'm also human.
Of course.
But
of
I guess,
course.
yeah, I guess why we click very well is because we are very authentic as a human being. And I think we are not afraid to share our vulnerability with each other. And I think one of the key things that I realized about being happy, right, or being in the constant mood of being in an enthusiasm,
Yeah.
sort of a mood that you were mentioned. For people out there, if you're not a Newfield train, come and join Newfield as well.
You are like connecting. Tell me about your life. Tell me about you.
Yeah, I'm just a pretty yeah. So anyway, so as I was saying, so yeah, you need to. I mean, I remember what Mark always says is that in order to experience the high, you must be able to go to the low.
Yeah.
So I definitely have went down to a very low point in my life. I'm saying this, I can feel this. Why do I feel? Yeah. Anyway, so I guess it's that this is part of life. Yeah. As much as I mean, I remember when I was in Newfield, right? I had this similar experience. I was tearing, I was crying, but I couldn't understand why. And I was feeling, I was like, you know, like I'm like I hold a cane and I cane myself so hard, like, why am I crying? What am I doing? Why like, you know, I just kept this even right now as I'm saying this, I have this conversation, but I learned along the way that there is something about this emotion. I may not have an answer at this point in time, but I'm going to be okay. And it's about staying in this emotions and allowing it to happen and see where it leads you to. So yeah, I didn't expect this to happen, but yeah. So as I was saying, I think I better get a tissue first before I continue.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Continue with anything. It's okay. Don't go for any tissue. Okay, you have it. Like any other Singaporean in this world, you guys always have tissues close to you. It's amazing. It's something that, you know, guys, and whoever is listening this that is not from Singapore, Singaporeans always have that in the hand because there are so many places in Singapore that they won't have napkins. So if you go for a restaurant or if you go for something, napkin is not something that you can ask for. Can you imagine like the one of the richest country in the world, but
That's not true lah.
it's part of the culture. No napkins.
but we do use tissue paper to choke for sticks. You know,
It's
to
amazing. I have to have when they say you have to have your tissue, and I was like, "What for?" You have it, and after I understood, but this is another topic. So then, yeah, you were saying that
so,
nowadays it's like a part of when you were in the program in the coaching journey. It's I mean the program it's the company right now is the coach partnership, and the program is the Newfield program, but it's anyway, the thing is that in Singapore, in the program that you did, is that what you are saying is that those days that you were crying, you maybe couldn't understand why, what was the reason or the essence or the source of your tears. And nowadays, like this comprehension of, in order to be high, it's also important to be low down, and the comprehension of that moment that you go up, it's gonna come down, and the moment that is down, it's gonna go up. It's like nothing will stay forever in one place, and maybe that the vulnerability of the beauty of the vulnerability that in those you can say, okay, it's okay also to feel that. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry, and sometimes it's just observe, and maybe you understand what for, and if you don't, it's okay also. Instead of getting this anxiety of I need to know why these tears are coming out of my body, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. And I think one of the common things. Sorry, I was looking up because I was on. I had this thing in my mind. I wanted to say if I just remember. I think one of the common things that we had is we do Vipassana as well. I think we meditate with going car, right? And the technique we learn. I think that's helped. That has helped. Definitely has helped me to go through this in my downtime, my grief moments. And yeah, so I mean, if you are thinking of going for a retreat, let me do another promotion. Go for it. It's free. It's accommodation is free. Food is free. You just need to find vipassana.com. It's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I remember when I recommend you that, and you were like 10 days in silence, and now you are super fun, and you have gone back, and it's like I started with Vipassana when I live in India 2001, and I really miss I do at least just 2 years I was able to do 3 retreats during the year for my work, but unless once a year 10 days in silence with that technique is amazing. And yeah, it's true, it's free in the sense that at the end you will pay according to your possibilities, whatever is possible for you. You pay, and they will receive it with love, and they will give you food and accommodation, and it's true. But more than promote everything that exists in the world, how you relate yourself with this, what is the meaning for you of your personal values? What are your personal values, and what is the meaning that you are giving to those things?
So to me, value itself is like a north star. It's like a compass that guides me.
Mm-hmm.
So my personal values started. It was during a church cell group meeting. We call it like small group kind of gathering, where the cell group leader was saying that you should create your value, right? And I remember I did, and I had the verse. It was actually a Bible verse. I used to go to church. I believe in God. I believe in the universe. And I remember I wrote. The Bible verse is this, okay? But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. It's from Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. And my personal values came from the acronym of EAGLE. E stands for experience this moment, like being present, like what we talk about with Vipassana, like seeing this moment as it is. A as in anchor in growth, believing that if I'm not growing, then I'm dying as a person, either spiritually or mentally or even physically. G stands for gratitude and grace, like being in gratitude and graceful about life. And then L stands for love self. I love myself and love other people. E stands for excellent servanthood. Like my purpose or my verb in my life is to serve. And S stands for significant life.
So how is the word?
Happy, significant life.
Significant
life.
Nice.
Yeah. So and this is my personal value. And in training and coaching, I have a different set of values. And that value was play, PLAY, right? It's very around my team and the things I do. I teach people how to use this particular tool that is based on the concept of phototherapy, which is a product from Israel, which I might share later. So play, PLAY, play being passionate, loving, authentic, and yay! I always celebrate with my clients and my trainees.
Oh, that's the meaning of play, or that's the meaning that you gave?
That is my training and coaching values.
Okay.
So when I am in a state of facilitating and coaching, I remember my North Star. So what's my North Star? It's my value. So remember, Jennifer, you're here to play.
Yeah, nice.
That is the personal meaning that I put to it. And when I am in that state, nothing really matters because I'm here to serve.
Yeah.
Going back to my personal value of being in an excellent servanthood to people, and being in this moment with people. So if they are congruent, they are, and I know when I'm even actually in the recent since the pandemic, I got this certifications from Ho'oponopono.
Nice.
Yeah. So
wow, I love it.
So Ho'oponopono stands for, it's a Hawaiian technique. Basically with there's four simple words, which I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you and I love you. And it's really about just being 100% responsible for everything that happens in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where I added I can't remember which part. Okay, I think I added something into the eagle's value somewhere, but it's along the line of being 100% responsible for everything that happens in my life. Mm-hmm. So that is also a form of value. So when shit hits the fan, you know, or I know. Okay, a very classic example. Okay, so when I fight with my husband, it's always my fault. Not fault, but as in like
I know the husband. We have durian. I know the husband.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, in life we tend to point fingers at somebody else and say that no, it's not my fault, it's your fault. You know, you should do this. You should meet my
you, me.
Yeah, so but when it comes to Ho'oponopono, when it comes to you know the whole philosophy of if you are responsible and you choose, the word choose, right? You choose to live being 100% responsible. I'm not talking about 99%, I'm not talking about 98%, I'm talking about 100%, right? Is it tiring? Yes, it is.
Super.
Sometimes it can be like what the hell, right? Like, you know, why am I responsible and why should I go and do something about it? You know, I do have those moments. But yeah, then again, it's a moment to moment, and I guess because the enthusiasm mood in me is I shift faster than normal people. So yeah. So that's the meaning of
Yeah. And it's when you say about your husband, I just remember one conversation in which I was, and yeah, it's like that. And but tell me something. You're saying something like I really like, and I would like to adopt. How you create those words like Atma? Atma, it's soul in Sanskrit, but it's also this acronym that it's like the words that I put or they came to my mind and my heart and my soul, and it's the words that I'm working with. And the way you put the values, the in one word, like I'm here for playing, and you know what is play in your values, is also connecting immediately. It's not that you have to recollect a list of things, but it's like a word, no? So it's a very nice idea that people also can adapt, the people that listen to us, that because your personal value is something that you create also, right? The words that you
Yep.
put there together. So
Yep.
could you please
Yep.
repeat the word,
Which word?
the personal value?
Everything?
That the
Okay,
personal
sure.
value, it's
I'm gonna read exactly from the book. Okay, so my
okay.
book is like a workbook. It's like a journal. You can see it's a 37-day journal. It's I call it my book, but when it's in your hands, you can buy it from daydreamsmatters.com. It's on the website. But I think it's more of like creating your own, because many people, honestly, or when I met, they probably do not know what exactly is values and what are. I'm just gonna probably just read. I can read my values again, but I will also do justice in a way whereby. So I have a page where there are all the. I hope you can see some of the values for you to make
I cannot
decisions.
see everything, but what I would like is
Yeah.
like your personal value, it's in one word. I mean, all the values you put them together in one word. That word, can you say it again? It was excellence, or it was what it is? Because you put the word together, is your personal value, how you are using them.
I amplified my personal value in the acronym of EAGLES.
Okay.
E stands for experience this moment.
E?
Being 100% responsible. So yeah, so I remember
Okay.
now.
E.
And E.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna write down.
No, I want to know how many of they. A. Yeah.
Anchor in growth. G, gratitude and grace. So if you want to put it into gratitude is one value, grace is one value, you can also do that. But
Yeah,
no,
but I want the word. I want the word. EAGL. Yeah.
Love self and others.
Yeah.
E stands for excellent servanthood.
Yeah.
And then S stands for significant life.
Yes, eagles. You know, the thing is that I love monkeys because I'm monkey. I'm monkey in Chinese calendar. So you know, I love monkeys, and I'm like kind of a monkey from one place to another. Right now, from the kitchen to the room, but it's okay, one place to another, because I'm not going out. But eagle has been very important in my life since I was 5 years old. And the story of the eagle, that how when the eagle is in the middle age, the eagle needs to change everything, the feathers, and with the how do you pick, he start taking out everything, all like taking out like all the feather, because he needs the new ones for the new beginning, for the middle age. I consider myself getting in my middle age because I just got 52. And then the peak, he destroyed the peak so he can get a new one. So an eagle is an animal that it's in this homeostasis, and he knows that he needs to restart again. There is one time in the life that is a time to start again. Like Goenka said, right? Start again every day. For meditation, start again, start again. So the eagle also, the eagle is connected with that intention of how we can start again. And I say this because in your case, what I know about you and many other people that it's that you can represent in your age, you have been able to start again many times, and you have you have chosen this word, eagles, to create your personal values. And if you have this story in your mind, that how the eagle has this capacity of it's time to start again. And if it's to start again from the beginning, it's okay. Nothing will happen. And as you saw, Jennifer is an amazing promoter. She's the one that introduced me with Larry Lawson, also the interviewer, the Points of View in New York, that I have one interview, many now, 3 already. But she was the one that introduced me with her. So she's also my teacher in Points of View, Jennifer. So that's why I say that she says I'm your, I was her coach and I'm coaching her. We have coaching conversations, but to each other. Now we are friends and we help each other to grow. So she also coached me how to learn about the coaching game. So we can play now. We have time to play. Let's get one card.
So a little bit about so this is as I mentioned, I'm do more of, I teach people how to use this tool. It's based on the concept of phototherapy, which I'm a very good expert at it. I'm gonna show. Yeah, so I think so these are all photographs that is taken from different words. So I'm gonna pick one card and then we
choose one card without seeing the card.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna
like a secret. Exactly.
Okay, so
you're very good. Did you work in a casino also?
So there's no good card.
I never saw you do this before.
So yeah, so I also so it's called a coaching game for a purpose and a reason, because it's for some coaching conversation, right?
Yeah.
So coaches, whoever that's watching, you know that questions hooks our minds and questions are important for our clients, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to ask a question, which I think to make it beneficial for the both of us in a way, and also to sort of I don't know whether it adds value to you, but I believe it will. I trust that it will.
Yeah.
Watching this. We are about 60 days to 2021. I will draw a card. Is what is 2021 for all of us.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have our
That's
whatever
good.
that we're gonna come. Okay. Whatever that's gonna come about. Okay. So
great. I love that. And then after you take one card for what is about the 11/11 that I'm gonna do a declaration about my project. Okay, what is the?
Yeah, and I haven't show you my logo, my new logo. And then I will take it offline. Then anyway, happy project happening. Yes. And
you were gonna show it, but you didn't share. Okay, so put it closer.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to get closer myself, but I want closer the card so I can see.
How do I do this? I cover the words first, so you are
trying to. But it's one letter. You have to put your fingers better, because you are putting I can see the word.
All right. So anyway, it's innovation.
Innovation.
Yeah. So I think.
Nice word for 2021.
Yeah, I think it's if you notice, it's a black and white card. So in phototherapy, usually we black and white cards are usually quite very old kind of photos that you see black and white cards. You don't see color cards like this. Oh, guess what I picked?
Wow, the one that I picked last time.
I just draw it randomly on.
My God! So all this magic.
Yeah. So you see, this is the color. Anyway, this is my favorite card as well. So it's quite different. Anyway, so since I have this very nice card, so I'm just gonna show both, right? So if you ask me what 2021 is, it's really about keep dreaming. Like, really everything is possible. And believe that that it's going to happen. And of course, we have a little bit of innovations right now because of the whole COVID, how life has not been normal, and we've been talking about change. We've been talking about how new regulation is going to affect, like travel bans, this kind of things. But then how can you become versatile? Maybe, I don't know, so like it's just being different. So I think if you're asking
I
things
love
that
it. I love the idea because I mean, yeah, it's like for whoever is listening this, and Jennifer was the one that picked the cards because it's the one that have the cards also. I have some cards here, but we are not gonna pick them now. But one day we can get together just to play and see what happens. But how we can connect with that idea of everything is possible in the card that is blue, that's the title, everything is possible. And the second one is innovation, and how we can connect with what are the things that we will start doing different. It doesn't mean that it's more technology, it's how we innovate in our own process, how we will innovate in our relationships, how we will start doing something that maybe we have not done. We have learned many things during this year. We have learned to do even primal dance by Zoom. That was not part of what we used to do. The way we are celebrating birthdays, the way we are getting together with our friends. I mean, we are in Singapore, in Mexico, we always have this kind of conversations by Zoom. But nowadays we have conversations like this with people that is in the next block. And this was not before. So it is amazing that that card came out. I would like you to choose one card for this declaration that I'm doing on 11/11, just for fun. Let's see.
Okay.
But you cannot see, huh? You have to.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. Okay, that's two.
You
I'm
cannot
going
choose.
to do this.
Okay.
Then you say stop.
Okay. Stop.
Yeah, stopping. This one, okay?
Okay.
Final, huh?
What it says?
Alignment.
With the universe.
And it's also a black and white card. Yeah. So
the white and black means that I can put the colors that I feel like?
You can, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
If it's in white and black, I have any. Yeah.
You go first.
That if it's in white and black, black and white, I will put pink on it.
Pink, just like your clothes today.
Yeah, like my everything, no? My everything is pink in my life. My is pink, everything. I like pink. So what do you want to say about the card?
I wanted to say every card has a story.
Tell me the story of this one.
Basically, the whole concept or point of view, based on phototherapy, which is quite very metaphorical. Stories that are very metaphorical, quotes, and stuff like that. So everything is through a metaphor. You sort of see a different point of view, right? Or you see yourself from a different perspective. Yeah. So metaphor is something to describe something, basically. I mean, if you want to put it in a simple term, is example Forrest Gump, right? This very famous movie, Life is a Box of Chocolates. It describes life like a box of chocolates, right? So this is an example of what metaphor is.
You never know what are you gonna get. I will complete the phrase.
Yeah. So, alignment is about this very majestic snakes, right? That he is he used to eat the people in the villages, and he scares the villagers, and then the villagers went to the wise man, the old man in the village, like the head, the chief kind of things, and says, could you do something about it on the snakes, right? So then the head went to talk to the snakes, and then says, can you don't scare the villagers, right? And the villagers being forgetful on how scary or how of the snakes, right? They sort of, as time goes by, the snakes become weak, and then they start to throw stone at those snakes, and then and the snake did nothing, because the snake has made an agreement with the chief and say, okay, I will not disturb the villagers, right? But until one day he couldn't take it anymore. It's like, he went up to talk to the chief and say, you asked me not to disturb the villagers and not to scare the villagers, but now they become ungrateful, and this is what they do to me. They harm me, they throw stones at me and stuff like that. And then the chief just replied, I asked you not to harm them, doesn't mean that you cannot be your scary self. Yeah. Just thought to add on to the show to share.
Nice. I it's when you start saying that it was about snake, and it's a question that I did, that how you can choose, I mean, you can help me to choose a card for the declaration. That, I mean, is that something that is already there? It's like ATMA. I want to create a space for the team that I'm having now, like in 14 countries, and I need a space to have them all together, because I'm spending a lot of time talking with the guys in India, talking with the guys in Guatemala, so I need a space. And it's just the declaration of creating this kind of community, ATMA community, that is going to become an ATMA Wellness Center. That is like the dream that is coming to my soul. And it's something that I'm, with that intention and with that connection, that is something that I will do. And it calls my attention about the snake, because long time ago, one of my teachers that was afterwards was my partner, we worked together, we had a business together with Rosalba, is my friend, and we are very close friends. She told me something about the snake, and it was related of how sometimes the snakes try to chase someone that is shining, or something that is shining. And it's like the snake is not bad. It's not bad or not good, like the emotions. But how the snake sometimes is just for the sake of chasing, because it's her nature. So sometimes it's like, and when you start this alignment, the word is like, the first thing that came to my mind is like, my dream and my declaration is aligned with this idea of going global, and it's part of myself in my individual, yeah. But it's like, now how can I do what I'm doing with more intention and touch the heart through, I mean, how to multiply that, how to really have that intention of doing it in a different way. So I love that the snake, the snake is a character, the main character in the story of this card, because I connected with that other idea, that even though the two stories are different, is the figure, of, I want you here, but be careful of what is the nature that you will bring into whatever is done, in order to all of us align with one purpose. So the thing is that a lot of ideas came to my mind. I don't know if I'm clear, but it's in my soul.
Yeah, I think what is, I think you have just proven, in a way, like in this very short 10 minutes, that how this whole metaphor, how the stories can create something different. I mean, I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know that snake has such a significant meaning in your life, but you were able to share with the audience about how this intention is going to be aligned to your purpose, to your souls, the ideas. And that's the reason why I have been advocating a lot about those things. But of course, I come to a point where I also feel that I'm quite stuck in a way, where but I guess this is just like like what you mentioned, it's about like life, and it's about transforming, like the egos, and restarting, and So 2021, So to the audience out there, if in case you are watching again, wish you all the best in 2021. Beatriz as well, and with innovations, everything is possible.
And intention.
Send
me the three. One second, I will tell you first. Okay. This lady is a very Singaporean. In Singapore, they know how to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first time I went to Singapore, and I was walking with Jennifer, we have spent a lot of time, and she has taught me a lot of the culture, actually. And I have so many students from different countries, right, in Singapore, and it's very different from Mexico. So for me, it was like, oh my God, another world. It's another world, the way you guys have these hacker centers and everybody's sitting and they're talking about food all the time. It's super important to talk about food. It's like they are eating and they are talking about what they will have for dinner. And it's like, oh, this is very delicious, but for dinner, we will have a better. And I'm like, we are having dinner. We are, like, Singaporeans is like, in my experience, I'm not saying that every single Singaporean, But what Jennifer just is like, okay, bye, yeah, time. Like, wait,
Yeah, watch out.
I have to say thank you first. So,
Yeah. Sorry. Yes, that's
and
so
also the
good.
things works on time. That is one of the things that is like for me, like a like I'm sometimes in the MRT in the subway, like the metro in Mexico, and it says 201, and 201 the subway is coming on time. And for Mexicans, this is like a wow, all the time, all the time. And if they're not going to be on time, they inform you one day before, and they ask for apologies because they will be 3 minutes later. So it's things like this. Like you guys are super efficient with time and many other things.
Thank you.
So I really appreciate that. And one day, Jennifer, I have told this to many friends. We were in the financial district, crossing the street, going to my hotel after dinner with Jennifer. Financial district is full of people during the day because financial district is with the banks and offices and everything, and nothing else is there. No houses, no residential space. And we were going to cross the street, but the light was red. So I was going to cross, and Jennifer took my hand and she was like, no. And I was like, why? And she was like, because it was in red. And I was like, but the next car will come tomorrow morning. So no cars right now. We can cross. And she was like, no, it's red. And I was like, okay. But I never forgot that I didn't cross the street because it was in red. You know, I like you here, like in the middle of the traffic, you look and try to win how to cross the street. And you guys, I mean, I don't know if every single person in Singapore, but you were like that. So these things also like it's part of the culture. It's part of there are many possibilities, but there are rules that you guys know how to follow, and
we are very good at it.
I'm learning. But so many times I have been with her that I cannot cross the street at 12 midnight. Really, the next car will cross that street at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I have 7 hours to cross in red, no problem. So I want to tell you that I do really appreciate that you came to this space to talk about your personal values, but also your dream, to show us a little bit about the points of view and points and everything that you are doing with coaching game, and how you introduce people to play, because it's part of the things that you do, your book, and your vulnerability, also your humanity, the way you are like that, like fresh, natural, authentic. And I just want to say thank you, that I love you very much. And I, of course, the moment I put one step in Singapore, we will meet as always. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing yourself with yourself, not yourself, yourself, your inner self, with everyone else. So anything that you would like to say to close?
Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.